Yo, what's up? Just wanted to make this video and talk about like my 2023 recap, like how much money did I make from poker, all of that fun stuff, all the results and like the humble brags. So I think firstly, let's look at my results for the Zoom pool in December. I think we'll look at that first and then we'll go from there. So let's check that out. Okay, here it is. I hope you can see that. I filtered it December the 1st, 2023. Since then, I haven't really played in the pool in January this year. And we got a stake 50 NL, 2 max on PokerStars. You can see I played 5,400 hands. I won $900. Ran a little bit over EV. Played 20 hours. And yeah, the pool I think is very, very good. Like, there's a lot of fish in there, a lot of bad regs, and if you know what you're doing for heads up, you can easily like beat that pool and win some money. You could probably even go professional and just play 50 NL Zoom for 8 hours a day, and you could make some nice money. I think you could probably make like $4,000 or $5,000 a month just from that pool if you were like the number one reg. Let's look at the graph. Yeah, very nice. Winning red line, winning blue line. Obviously, the green line's up there. Standard deviation, 132. This is a lot higher than normal for me. And the reason is, I think, because there's so many regs in the pool. Like, when I'm just bum hunting, playing fish, this standard deviation is maybe like 100. But in this pool, it goes way up. Let's look at the stats. When one win saw flop, I want to look at one win saw flop. 55, 54. Very good. Pretty happy with that. Let's look at the number. 3-bet, 25. 4-bet, 10. Looks pretty good. Fold to steal, 36. I think this probably maybe a little bit high. In my defense, though, there's a lot of people that are like nits. Like, firstly, there's tons of nits. They have like button steal of like 60. So I can't really defend wide against them. Like, I don't really need to. Secondly, there's people that are like still opening the button to 3 big blinds. So like naturally, like my fold to steal is gonna be higher versus like a higher raise size. Like if they're opening like 2.5x and everyone in the pool is doing that, I think this number is probably a little bit too high, but that's just not the case. Let's look at some more statistics. Okay, raise first in, 88, pretty good, like that. 3-bet pre-flop success, 55. Definitely not used to this number being so high. Like usually if I'm just like bum hunting or playing on some like banana side or like the apps, this number will be closer to like 40. So I'm basically forced to 3-bet like lots of value. But in this Zoom pool, you have to have bluffs. Like you just have to, because the pool folds to 3-bets like at like GTO frequency. So yeah, I like my 3-bet number combined with this. Maybe I could even 3-bet a little bit more because I probably have edge post flop. Check raise the flop 9. I think this is like okay, maybe slightly smaller, but again, like lots of people are c-betting the flop like 2/3 pot, and like regs will just randomly c-bet the flop like pot or like overbet. You cannot really have like a high check raise against like a high c-bet like percentage, or like a high c-bet percentage related to the pot. Like mainly check raising the flop is attacking like small c-bets. So I mean, I think this number is okay. Maybe can bring it up a little bit. Maybe like 12 or 13 would be okay. Probe turn 40, nothing to really talk about there. C-bet flop turn river 70, 43, 59. Yeah, like all high decent numbers. High number on the flop to exploit the flop fold against the range bet. High number on the river to just exploit the river folds that like everybody does. Yeah, not a whole lot else to talk about, I guess. Winning out of the big blind and the small blind, always good to see that. The sample's a bit small, can't really go into it that much here, but I mean, yeah, I think like over a long sample, probably would have this like around break even at least. Maybe even winning over a long sample. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Let's look at December as a whole. Okay, so this is my December, like everything combined, like Poker Stars, Winamax, iPoker, everything combined. And you can see it says 200, like $199,000. This is not correct. The problem is that like I played like in foreign currencies, so I have like this says 600 NL, but it's really 6 NL. It's like a 3-6 game. Okay, like 3-6 US dollar. Same with this, a 2-4 game. It's not four. It's not like 40k NL. It's like 2-4. So yeah, just keep that in mind. The total winnings here is around. I've already added it up. It's around $9,000, including rakeback. So yeah, I think the volume here is good, like 49,000, like basically 50,000 hands. We'll look at the stats really quickly. I want to see one win or flop. Graph looking really good. One win or flop. 51. This is also including 6 max, as you can see. Now obviously I play like, you can see like big blind, small blind, 19,000, 19,000. Obviously I want to play heads up as much as possible. But I do play like quite a lot of hands of 6 max. And yeah, so to have like a one win or flop of this 51 with 6 max heads up combination, I think is really quite good. Let's look at the graph real quickly. It's loading. Okay, graph looks nice. Ran way over EV. You can see here, standard deviation 100, not like the heads up zoom pool 130. Red line not looking so good, but at the same time, it's not that bad. Like I lost 35 buy-ins in red line over 50,000 hands. That's like 6 big blinds over 100, and then you can see there's spurts where it just breaks even at the start. And this is probably just playing in like really fishy games. Like naturally, like the fishier the game, the worse your red line is going to be, and then the more reg filled the game is, the better your red line can be. So I'm not super concerned about that. Let's check for heads up only for December. So I played 50,000 hands total. For heads up I played 28,000, so a little bit more than half the volume. Win rate 16 big blinds, EV win rate 14 big blind. Pretty decent. Like I play a lot of regs. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's look at the stats. I just want to see one win or flop for heads up. 52, that's pretty good. And just the graph really quickly. Just look at it. No, don't really commentate. Yeah, the graph looking pretty good with the red line as well. The red line, 14 buy-ins lost in 29,000 hands, so that's like not even 5 big blinds over 100 loss rate. Pretty decent looking graph. Let's look at 6 max. 6 max is like 3-handed plus. So 3, 4-handed, 5-handed, 6-handed. Win rate 10, but way over EV. 1 big blind EV win rate. Let's look at the stats as well. One went or flop specifically I want to see. 48, a little bit low. But this also 48 number is not like a bad number. This is around the norm. And also at the same time I play in like, when I'm playing 6 max, I'm playing in like really fishy games. So this number is naturally going to go down lower. Like multi-way pots, you have a lower when one win or flop, basically. And we'll just check the graph out really quickly. Yeah, not the best looking graph, especially the EV line. But sample a bit low, and like 6 max has tons of variance. Not super concerned. So let's look at now the 2023 as a whole, like just all year. Let's see how I did. Okay, so we have 2023 as a whole. I played 450,000 hands. I think the total winnings here, including rakeback, is around like 85,000 US dollars. Which I think for this many hands played, 85k is like, pretty decent. It's okay. Like, I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Don't have anything to be like sad or ashamed about with those results. And we'll just look at the stats really quickly. Let's filter it for heads up only. Yeah, for heads up only, this might be bugged, but okay, for heads up only, yeah, really nice. Big blind win rate, 1.62 big blinds. That's really good. Small blind win rate could be a little bit higher. But you have to keep in mind, like I played so many regs this year, done tons of heads up reg battles. One win saw flop 52. Really happy with that as well. Obviously, aim to get a higher, but like there's only so much you can do. Let's look at 6 max. Okay, 3-handed plus. The win rates by positions look decent. And the loss rate in the blinds, I'm pretty happy with that. Total win rate 6.7, like basically 7 big blinds over 100. 3-bet 10, pretty standard. I think like some of these numbers can raise them. Like in the blinds, I can raise this definitely. Like this is too small. One win or flop 48.5. Yeah, okay, seems standard. It's fine. 3-bet 12, a little bit over GTO, I believe. Or 3-bet steal. Yeah, like I said, this is too small in the blinds. 3-bet versus steal. I think this can be like 1 or 2 more points higher. And fold to steal here in the big blind might be a little bit too high. I could probably bring this down. But I mean, overall, like I cannot complain about a 7 big blind win rate in 3-handed or like 6-handed games. So I think that's it for the year. Not much else to talk about. Good luck for 2024, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.